Today, September 8th, is the 68th anniversary of a rock and roll show that did not take place in DC. Washington, D.C. was the scheduled third stop for the Fall Edition Biggest Show of Stars for 1957 tour, and if you're thinking that title sucks, you and me both, buddy. I would say take it up with Irvin Feld, but he's dead. The Stars for 57 was this totally fascinating and also enormous package tour with 12 plus acts on the bill, put together by the guy who would go on to run Barnum and Bailey's Circus, if that tells you anything about the vibe, and the scheduled third stop was Washington, D.C. Right before the tour was supposed to start, the D.C. Police Commissioner canceled the Stars for 57 tour's D.C. stop. His reason was that the headliner on this tour was Fats Domino, and D.C. police claimed they couldn't handle the possibility of a riot. So Fats Domino, at first blush, does not seem like a likely powder keg, and that's because he shouldn't have been. From everything I can tell, he was a constitutionally gentle, even-keeled kind of guy, and I'm not saying he wasn't a good performer. He was definitely a good performer, but he wasn't about the crazy stagecraft. This is a guy who sat at a piano directing a jazz band. But another fact about Fats Domino is that he was black. And a third fact about Fats Domino is that he had white fans, and to the white pro-segregation establishment, that was inherently threatening. So based on the fear that this show would cause a riot, a word which here might actually mean riot, or it might just mean black and white teenagers dancing together, the show was kicked out of Washington, D.C. But fortunately, the circus man in charge knew the area and got them rebooked in Annapolis. The cast of the show itself was also multiracial, and in fact, I found out about this tour because I have lately come down with an Everly Brothers-themed mental illness, which, I don't know what that's about. But anyway, listen, this tour was so fascinating, such a cultural phenomenon, and sounds like absolute mayhem. It had this enormous cast of performers, at least half of whom were teenagers, all stuck on buses together, driving all around North America for 2 straight months, performing every single night, running on basically no sleep, and so many things are happening. They're breaking down racial barriers, the crickets are putting ice cubes in each other's beds, Paul Anka is getting symbolically tarred and feathered with automobile lubricant, Frankie Lyman's getting into heroin, the youngest girl in the Bobettes is 12, also Chuck Berry is there.